Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're very welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So today's video is one I've wanted to film for a long time, for a absolute hot minute, right? And you can tell by the title what it is already, so like, why am I acting like you can't? So yeah, basically today's video is going to be me eating my favourite childhood foods for 24 hours. So I wanted to film this video literally since I first saw like Anastasia at Kingsnorth filming it maybe 2 years ago, 1 year ago, I don't know. But like, I've wanted to film this video for a long time. But, so, disclaimer, I don't know, personal info here. The whole time there was this little voice in the back of my head being like, do you really want to waste a cheat day on that? Which is why I haven't actually filmed it until now. Now that I'm like giving myself the freedom to eat whatever I want whenever I want it and just enjoy food as part of my life instead of letting it control my life, being able to film this and I'm being able to enjoy it and put out some fun content for you guys and just enjoy life. So if you want to know more about that, I put up a video about my history with dieting and eating disorders and all that. If you would like to check that out, I will leave the link down in my bio. But anyway, yeah, today we're filming my favourite childhood foods for 24 hours. First up, we're going to go and have some breakfast. There are so many flipping childhood foods that I can think of that I absolutely loved, and I'm so excited to eat them all today. Well, actually no, I'm so not going to eat them all because that would be a lot of money. Basically, I'm going to do this video so as there's the least amount of waste as possible. So basically, like, I don't want to buy some big multi-pack of something that I'm just going to waste. So I'm going to try and like buy things so as there isn't a huge amount of waste, because my taste buds have definitely changed from when I was a kid, and realistically those foods just don't really appeal to me that much anymore. So I don't want to just use them for the video and then like have them go to waste. So I'm going to try and do this video so as there is the least amount of waste as possible. And also this is all going to be foods that like would have been like at home foods or like foods in school or something like that. So I'm not going to be like going to McDonald's or something like that, even though I flipping loved McDonald's as a kid. I was going to say these are foods that are like foods I'd have on the reg, but I genuinely did have McDonald's about twice a week as a kid. These are all going to be foods that I can have at home or like would have been like school lunchbox foods or something like that. So yeah, without further ado, I think we'll just get on to breakfast. Okay, so I went to B&M Bargains last night to pick up just a few things that I could have that reminded me of my childhood, that I really felt were like my really iconic childhood favourite foods. I haven't got everything. I still need to run to Tesco's today to get stuff for lunch and dinner and a few snacky things here and there, but I did pick up quite a lot in B&M last night, and I just wanted to get breakfast sorted the night before. So what I've got for breakfast is such an iconic childhood favourite, I think, not just for me, for a lot of people. But yeah, so what I've got for my favourite childhood breakfast is one of these Kellogg's variety packs. So I don't know about you, but like there was something about having like this single serving portion of cereal that was so much more exciting than having like a serving from a box. I feel like as a kid that was like iconic, and it was always Cocoa Pops. Let's talk about these little guys. Let's just talk about these little guys. Did anybody like these? Did any child actually eat these? Because I definitely didn't. I would have eaten Cocoa Pops or Rice Krispies and Frosties, but nah, Dad would have had the cornflakes, and no, they just were not a thing. They were not the one. As I said, my favourite were definitely Cocoa Pops, and little 6-year-old Shan probably would have been okay with one box of Cocoa Pops. 16 years later, Shan is not going to be okay with one box of Cocoa Pops, so I think we're going to have both boxes because one is not going to fill me up. I'm going to have a couple of boxes of Cocoa Pops for my breakfast. I am so excited for this. Lucy, I'm not even going to like them anymore. I literally was such a Cocoa Pop stan. Sorry, that's really loud, I've just realised. But yeah, so we're gonna have 2 boxes of Cocoa Pops for breakfast. What other childhood breakfasts are so iconic? I always had pancakes. Loved like Nutella on toast, peanut butter on toast, peanut butter and jam on toast, dippy eggs and Soldiers. That was such a treat breakfast. But yeah, one of the most iconic was definitely Cocoa Pops. What other cereals? Golden Nuggets, Cookie Crisp. I feel like they were the main ones I loved as a kid. But oh, Cocoa Pops rocks. Cocoa Pops rocks were the one. Cocoa Pops rocks were like elite level Cocoa Pops. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments down below if you agree. This is what we're going with today. Cocoa Pops from little single serving tubs with some milk for breakfast. I just realised I still have my childhood bowl, this little Mickey Mouse bowl. So since we're filming childhood foods for the day, it would be a sin not to use this bowl. The only thing is, I think I'm only going to get one packet at a time in here. So, oh my word, that's so cute! It fully fills up the bowl! Oh. I also would have had cow's milk as a kid, but I just prefer dairy-free milk now. Because one, it's better for the environment, and two, I just prefer the taste of it. So, yes. There's my Cocoa Pops. I'm not gonna lie, I did have coffee this morning. I definitely wouldn't have had coffee as a kid. But I can't get out of bed in the mornings anymore without a coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna tuck into my Cocoa Pops. I wonder if this would have been my favourite spoon as a child, and now it's all rubbed off. So you can't even see it anymore, but it's like a Tetley teaspoon. So yeah, I'm gonna have my Cocoa Pops from my Mickey Mouse bowl with my Tetley teaspoon. If I'm being completely honest, like as a kid I wasn't really a big one for breakfast. I would have had breakfast on like a day off if I could have it at like 11 AM. So yeah, probably about this time or a bit later. But when I was like in school, I think it's quite common, like a lot of people can't eat when they first wake up in the morning, and that was definitely me as a kid. So I wouldn't really have had breakfast all that often, and if I did, I'm not gonna lie, I quite often had Jaffa Cakes for breakfast. Do you know what? They're actually nice. I did not think I would like these anymore. It really is the chocolate milk that makes it. Maybe I should have Cocoa Pops more often. Now, it's time for the best part. Oh, you can't see it. Drinking our chocolate milk. I've just realised I don't know if it's going to be wholly possible from this bowl, but no, do you know what? I don't want to spill it all down my nice outfit. Could I get a straw? Maybe I'll just try and spoon it. Hello guys, so I'm just about to head into Home Bargains and Tesco's to pick up some food for the rest of the day. So I'm going to go in and get some lunch and dinner and some drinks that I would have had as a kid, and then possibly like dessert or something like that, and then just see what else they have. But it's about an hour later, and I did actually only end up having one bowl of Cocoa Pops, so I'm kind of peckish again. So I think I'm going to have a snack. And one of my absolute favourite childhood snacks was a Tunnocks caramel wafer. Would you ever have these as a kid?
No.
Oh my word, these, you know the way I said I would have had Jaffa Cakes for breakfast? Quite often I would have had these for breakfast. Adam's also eating one of the childhood snacks, but I'm not going to show that just yet because I think I'm going to have it with my lunch. But yeah, for now I'm going to have a caramel wafer. Would you like one? Yeah, they're great. Have you ever had one before?
No.
You've never had a caramel wafer? These are like top tier biscuits. Like, these are the sort of biscuit that I would still eat today. But definitely they were...
Making it difficult to not show the...
Oh yeah, sorry. They were one of my favourites as a child. Literally, as I was saying, I would have had these for my breakfast, which is absolutely horrendous. Like, I would have had these or Jaffa Cakes for breakfast. I want to get your reaction to a caramel wafer. Adam's first ever caramel wafer. They are so good. I wonder if I'll like it as much. I haven't had one in a long time. Good few years. Well, I'll try mine while you're finishing off that. So good. Absolutely delightful. Like, if you asked like 8-year-old Shan what her favourite biscuit was, she definitely would have said this. My tastes have definitely developed. Like, nowadays I'd much rather have like a Snickers. Snickers is like the ultimate favourite chocolate bar, but I still wouldn't turn down a caramel wafer. So yeah, gonna run into Home Bargains and Tesco's to pick up whatever else we need for the day. I feel like these are such an iconic childhood food. Just chicken super noodles. I wouldn't have eaten any other ones but chicken. You would still eat super noodles, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Oh my word, this is literally my childhood on a shelf. Like dip dabs, sherbet fountains, refreshers, fruit salads, wham bars, flumps. Oh my goodness. As a kid, this was how I got my fruit intake. This was my health as a kid. Okay, so there's so much here that I loved as a kid. I flipping loved these like chocolate pudding things. What else? Suki. Suki was the greatest. And these fridge yogurts, or fridge milkshakes. And Sunny D. All I think of when I think of Sunny D is the time when it was on the news where it like turned a kid orange. We were talking earlier about how like maybe Donald Trump had too much Sunny D as a kid. I was obsessed with Maryland cookies. I remember, I think I was about 7. I genuinely ate the whole packet in one go and I was so proud of myself. My word, mini cheddars. I was obsessed. This is the ultimate kids lunchbox section. Dairy Dunkers, Baby Bells, Laughing Cow, oh my word, Dairy cheese. I did prefer cheese strings, but I think I'm gonna get this for lunch because that would have been my favourite lunch. That was an absolute treat if I got that in my lunchbox. I loved these as a kid as well. These are like the raspberry flavoured ones, but you get just natural licorice flavour and I love them so much. Oh my word, is that chocolate covered peanuts? Chocolate covered peanuts and chocolate covered raisins were another favourite of mine. These Fry's chocolate creams are also an iconic thing I remember from my childhood because my granny always got them and then I always like stole them off her because I loved them so much. That is the ultimate childhood sweet. Chutes. Chutes were so good. I used to set my chutes in front of the fireplace so they melted and oh my word, that just takes them from like 10 to like 100. Strawberry pencils. Millions. Did you even have a childhood if you didn't have Millions? They used to do this like Millions chocolate bar and it was the best, but then they stopped doing it. It was really sad. And that is some weird things that I ate as a kid. I loved Quavers as a kid, but I did buy crisps last night for my snack, which I loved a lot more, so just have to wait and see them. That is going straight in my basket. Whoop. Remember these as a kid and you like twist the top off? Oh, I loved them. Crusher milkshake mix is also a solid favourite as a kid. I didn't like this one though. I would have got either chocolate or banana. Never got strawberry. You would have been a strawberry flavour, wouldn't you? You still love a strawberry milkshake. Oh my word. I would have absolutely simped over that as a kid. Is that not what people say now? Is that not what the cool kids say?
No.
We've come into Tesco's now and we're at like the Lunchables, right? But like, what is this? Lunchables Snackers. They did not have these when I was a kid. Oreos in your Lunchables. That was not a thing as a kid. These were the ones that we had as a kid. Chicken and cheese or ham and cheese, that was it. Yop. Do you remember Yop? I loved Yop. I loved these when I was a kid. Tesco's ones were so good. But they used to come in a 4-pack and I used to eat all 4 in one go. These were the best. I think I might get one because I can just buy one. Would you like one?
No.
What one should I go for? They used to do a crunchy one. That was my favourite, but I don't see crunchy here at all. So Dad is currently texting me a list of things that I would have had as a kid and I sent him this, but he says that I prefer the chocolate button one. I remember liking the, I definitely remember liking the crunchy one the best, so I'm gonna go for chocolate buttons. These were an absolute favourite of mine as a kid. I also do still love them now, so I feel like they can't really go in this video. Like I would still absolutely devour a chocolate or a coconut finger. One of my all-time favourite desserts as a kid, this was like a Sunday dinner dessert. I would have had 2 of these mini chocolate muffins with custard. Absolutely delightful. Either that or Viennetta. Iconic British lunchbox food. Yogurt flakes, fruit winders, what else? Raisins. I loved raisins.
They're great.
Fruit winders. Apparently they're different now. Danny Dodgers. Ice gems. I only had the chocolate ones though, I didn't like those ones. I also didn't like party rings, not for me. I like these though. Do you remember them? They were great. Animal biscuits. Oh my word, chocolate fingers. I used to sit in bed. Genuinely. My camera died there, but I used to like lie in bed with my dad and we used to like eat a whole packet of chocolate fingers and like a glass of milk watching TV in the evenings, and it was great. Okay folks, now we are talking. This was like the kiddie aisle of absolute dreams. What would I have had? Strawberry pencils, fizzy multicoloured belts, shrimps and bananas, absolutely delicious. All of these sweets were just so good. Oh my word, remember these? The pizza and the burgers. Oh my word, Hubba Bubba, I didn't even know they made that anymore. I knew they still made caramel Freddos. Oh my word, I didn't think they made them anymore. That's amazing. I've got quite a lot of chocolate already, so I don't think I'm gonna buy them. But they were an iconic childhood snack for defos, 100%. My words just aren't coming out. But I need to go get dinner. I have my dad on the job of sending me all my favourite foods. He's just like listing everything and it won't even focus. There's another drink that I was obsessed with as a kid, but we always got it delivered to the door in like glass bottles. We had our main man, because it's called Main, by the way, and he always came and delivered our lemonade, and it was great. And then you left your bottles out at the door and he'd collect your bottles. Recycling before recycling was cool.
Sure.
Cane's smiley faces were a staple, but these were my favourite. Can you reach them yet? Because I can't. Alpha Bites, yum. Also love potato waffles, but these were the favourite. Do you know, were you even a kid if you didn't have these for dinner? I also loved fish cakes, but I feel like the chicken nuggets are definitely more of a staple. Loved Viennette as a kid. Will we go with vanilla? I feel like I either had vanilla or mint, but you probably wouldn't like mint, sure you would. You like mint? Mint Viennette it is. Another absolute staple, but these are very much like a Northern Irish thing. Dale Farm lollies were the one. I'm thinking about doing a video of Northern Irish foods for a day as well, so if that's something you would like to see, please do let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so I'm just home. I think it's about time to have some lunch. So for lunch, what I'm gonna have is I'm gonna have this attack a snack. Yeah, we all thought they were called snack attacks. Didn't you think they were called snack attacks? I always preferred these over Lunchables with a little blackcurrant apple fruit shoot and some yogurt raisins. What a perfect school lunch. I'm not gonna lie, I would still drink a fruit shoot at McDonald's if I really wanted one. But I don't remember them tasting like that. They're a bit weird, aren't they? Right, I'm gonna make my attack snack wrap. Gonna get my lovely chicken. My cheese string. Apparently they're high in protein, it says. And the pièce de résistance of a attack a snack wrap. Oh my word, I just got it in my eye.
How did you do that?
When I like opened the sachet, it like splurted out in my eye.
You good at that?
The tomato ketchup, absolutely delicious. Gourmet food right here. Here. This is literally Insta versus reality. Still tastes good though. It's just a chicken and cheese wrap at the end of the day. Okay, so time to try these yogurt coated raisins. Yeah, look, there's literally nothing in there. It's so good though. It's not yogurt. It's just sugar. But it's so good. I'm sorry folks, I am having to break the rules because I cannot get through a full day without tea and coffee. But let me have this one. Okay, so it's a little bit later now and I think it's time to have an afternoon snack. So I'm gonna have some Pom Bears and this Dairy Milk Buttons yogurt and I'm so excited. This is what Adam was eating this morning that I didn't want to show you guys. Would you like Pom Bear?
I'm not gonna.
One thing I've noticed eating childhood foods today is I'm flipping starving. Like, childhood foods are not filling at all. Are we ready for the big reveal? Oh, it is hard to open with a camera. It's the best part. Getting to lick the lid. Oh my word, the chocolate buttons had started to melt because they were sitting in the car this morning, so they've all stuck together. But I'm gonna enjoy this. I used to think these were massive as a kid, they're actually tiny. Okay, the verdict on these is these are just as good as I remember them to be. So chocolatey. I would still eat these. Okay, so it's about 5:30 now, so I think it's time that I put my dinner in the oven. As a kid, like I had it in my head that dinner was 6 o'clock, lunch was 1 o'clock, dinner was 6 o'clock, and like there was no budging from that for me. That was just lunch and dinner time for me. So hopefully dinner will be ready for about 6 and childhood Shan will be a happy woman. So I'm going to have, oh, these only take 15 minutes. I'm gonna have some chicken dippers, Bird's Eye chicken dippers, the Elite chicken dippers. with some Alpha Bites, and Dad was saying to me there that he would have spelt out like a name, like my name or something, with the Alpha Bites. So I think I'm gonna do that if they have the right letters. I did watch, or no, I read an article, it was actually only a couple of weeks ago, that this woman tried to sue Birdseye because she couldn't spell her son's name with the Alpha Bites. You're like, really? Really? But yeah, I'm gonna have them, and then I'm gonna have some spaghetti hoops. But I'm gonna have to have my spaghetti hoops like separately, because as a kid I was not for my like the sauce from the spaghetti hoops or like beans or anything like that mixing with my other foods. So I'm gonna have to put them in like a wee bowl or something separately. So yeah, I'm very excited for this dinner. I bet you like I'm not even gonna like it. Like this would have been my favorite dinner as a kid, and I'm kind of like dreading it. I'm really not looking forward to it right now, but fingers crossed. And dinner is served. So we have some Birdseye chicken dippers with Alpha Bites, and as you can see I've spelled my name twice, and then some spaghetti hoops in a separate bowl because we don't want cross-contamination with the sauce. 6-year-old Shan would not have been happy with that. Then obviously we have to have lots of tomato ketchup to go with our dinner, and then I have some raspberry-ade. As I said earlier, I did drink main lemonade when I was younger, but I ended up buying C&C because I think it was on offer. So yeah, there is my really mature 22-year-old dinner. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this is not the worst dinner I've ever had. It's quite enjoyable really, but the flavors are so funny. Like it's like bringing back so many like memories. Like I remember the flavors so well even though I haven't had it in years, which is like duh, but I just feel like I'm a kid again. Okay, so the chicken dippers and the Alpha Bites were really good, but I'm not gonna lie, these spaghetti hoops are not the one. There's literally no flavour of them. They just taste like, I don't even know what they taste like. They don't have a flavour. They're not even tomato flavour. Dessert is some mint viennetta with jelly. I just want to put it out there that childhood Shan would not have agreed with this combination. I love jelly and I loved ice cream, but I would not have had them together. Like that was cross-contamination and that was not allowed to happen. I would have had jelly and ice cream in a separate bowl, but 22-year-old Shan doesn't want to dirty two separate bowls, so we're just gonna have them in the same bowl. They're gonna taste just as good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go and do some reading or maybe edit this video, but to finish off the evening I'm just gonna have some Barrett's shrimps and bananas. So these are one of my absolute favourite sweets when I was a kid, and just had to get them when I saw them in the shop. So I'm gonna go for a shrimp and a banana. So so good. It's the foaminess. They're like I don't like jelly sweets. These are like nice foamy sweets. One more of each. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to head down below and give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe because I upload videos every Sunday, and let me know any other videos you would like to see. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon for a brand new vlog. Bye!